Hey, how's everybody doing? Your boy Chris out here live in the Caliente garage. It is hot out today, y'all. What's going on? Live in the garage. It is almost too hot to ride. It is smoking hot. I actually went out today. It was 102 degrees out. 102. That's hot. So I decided to do a little live in the Caliente garage today. I'm going to be talking about my Shoei helmet. I've been getting some emails and some of you have been asking, how do I like the new Shoei helmet? So I'm going to be talking about my Shoei helmet today, giving you guys my thoughts, my opinions, and my views about the Shoei helmet. Might even talk about some headsets. Some of you have been asking about the headsets. Which is the best? Is it Sena? Is it Cardo? Might even take some phone calls as well. The phone lines will definitely be open. 901-468-9032. If you got any questions or you want to get on. But it is definitely hot. Definitely hot. Recently got back from a trip to the West Coast, over 5,000 miles, 12 states. I mean, I crossed Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, California, Colorado, Kansas. Man, the list goes on. Then I came back and did another 1,600 mile ride. So I decided to park it. So how's everybody doing? What's going on, Scott? I see you, my brother. What's up, Ben? I'm out in the Caliente garage today. Corey Sherman. What's going on, Corey? I see you. Yeah, some of you called and asked about the Shoei helmet. I see you, Corey, saying welcome back. Hey, I'm glad to be back, my brother. It was a long ride, 5,000 miles, on the 21 Gold Wing, and it performed flawlessly. It was a good ride. Am I coming to Wing Ding? That's a good question, Corey Sherman. I was just reading some of your comments. You enjoy my videos. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Thank you for watching. Daryl Witten is watching. What's going on, Daryl? Nothing much. It's out here in the Caliente garage, trying to stay cool. It's hot outside. Man, it is smoking hot. I went out today. It was 102 degrees. 102. $102. What's up, Windy City? You saying you sad that you missed me when I came to Vegas? Yeah, Wendy, I didn't put out any notice or anything when I came out to Vegas. I was actually planning on coming out to Vegas before COVID hit. I think that was in 2020. So I already had it planned. And when COVID hit, they shut everything down, and I had to reschedule it. But I didn't put a notice out there. Only the people that I ride with, a close knit circle, knew about it. I didn't make a public announcement or anything. But I've been doing fine. Hey, you on with Caliente, live in the Caliente garage?
Hey Chris, how you doing? This is Greg from Milwaukee.
Hey, what's up, Greg?
Everything's good here, man. Glad to see you. Glad you made a safe trip. It was real enjoyable to watch your video. I couldn't get that mileage in, but at least I could kind of live vicariously through your ride.
Yeah, it was a good ride, man. I enjoyed it. 12 states, and I think I did right by planning it um, mid-May, going into the
Okay.
early part of June because it was so hot, man. Going across that desert, I couldn't even imagine doing it in July or August. It would probably be too hot to cross it.
Yeah, I did that ride a long time ago. I had a 1500 and I crossed that desert. It's brutal. I can totally understand it.
Yeah, where you calling
And
from?
I'm in
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin,
Oh,
but
Milwaukee.
I
Okay.
got a Yeah, I got a question for you. So
Okay.
I had to have shoulder surgery. So I hadn't had my bike out. I still have it in storage, and I went to my storage unit to to check my battery and check the tires and everything because I'm on the mend. So when I went to put some air in, and I got one of those 90-degree valves that come out of my front and back tire.
Right.
Kind of makes it easy to get the air in. And as I started to put the air truck on, it started. I could hear air hissing out of it. Um, I'm thinking maybe that valve is bad. Maybe I need to take them off. And I was just going to ask you, do you think I should just take both wheels off and go get both those valves checked, as opposed to just taking the one off the front?
Okay. Let me make sure I follow you. How long that have the valves been on the wheel?
This is a 2003
Okay.
1800.
Okay.
So, and I've had the bike for a good while. I didn't buy the bike new, but I've had the bike probably for about 5 or 6 years now.
Okay.
And I changed the tires on the bike uh, 2 years ago,
Okay.
but I never had a problem with the valve until this year.
Okay, now you got a 2000. Are you watching? Are you watching the live feed right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you got the. If you got a 2003, does your valve stem look like this? I don't know
Uh,
if you can actually see that. Let me put this right here.
I don't know. Hold on a second. I think my feed is behind you right now. I'm trying to catch up.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Well, if you can see this valve stem, the previous well, the earlier model Gold Wings have that 90-degree valve stem. I highly recommend replacing these things. They're only good for so long. They have
Uh huh.
rubber around the metal, and that
Yeah.
that rubber does it gets hard, it gets old, it gets brittle, and
Uh huh.
it could cause a leak. And also, it can actually be coming from the actual valve core inside. Have you tried spraying maybe some dish water on it, or I mean some dish solution on it to see if you're getting any bubbles?
No, I didn't try that. But see, when I pushed the chuck onto it, the rubber has that flexibility,
Right.
and it was only when I pushed the chuck on it that I heard air coming out of it. So
Okay.
I'm thinking that maybe it's got a crack in it, maybe it's dried out or something like that, or you know. And I didn't know whether I should tell them to put that same type on there, or should I put a straight valve on it?
Well, I wouldn't go with a straight valve. I would change that valve stem out and go with
Hmm.
something newer. Um,
Yeah.
you know, if you buy the Fobo tire pressure monitoring, it actually comes with the valve stems that you can
Okay.
insert in the wheel. But if you're not gonna go back with Fobo, I would at least um, go to Wing Stuff website, wingstuff.com. Are you familiar with Wing Stuff?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would go to Wing Stuff, and I would probably purchase new valve stems from Wing Stuff. If you're not gonna get them from the dealer, I would get them from Wing Stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would highly recommend changing out these older style 90-degree valve stems because that rubber at some point it fails. And you say you got a
Okay.
2003, and to your knowledge, have they ever been changed before?
No, I can't say that. I know that the when I bought the bike, it had the wheels were had been chrome, but I couldn't say whether or not the stems had been changed when the wheels went on with the chroming. So they've been there ever since I had it.
Right, right. Yeah, I would change out those valve stems and just put some new ones on there. That way you'll know they've been changed.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Hey, I don't want to vary or take up too much time. I'm gonna get back and start watching. I look forward to seeing your Shoei helmet with the intercom system. See how that works. So my wife and I, we're gonna sit back and watch it. Appreciate you, Chris.
Hey, I appreciate you. Thanks for calling.
All right. Bye.
All right. And I'm doing it live in the Caliente garage. I decided to come out here to do a little update on my Shoei helmet. I purchased it a couple months ago, and I want to talk to you guys about it and let you kind of know how I feel about it, because some of you been kind of asking me via email and even privately, what do I think about the Shoei helmet. So I'm gonna be talking about that as well today. So I'm out in the Caliente garage. I'm just reading some of your comments here. Michael Butler, what's going on, Michael Butler? I'm just reading some of your comments here. So here is my Shoei helmet. If you guys been watching my video, you guys can see it. There's the Shoei. If you guys been keeping up with my videos, I purchased this Shoei helmet about a month ago, and I purchased it from Revzilla. One of the reasons why I purchased the Shoei is because I've always heard a lot of good things about the Shoei. It's a top tier helmet, and people brag and they give it very good reviews. And I've been wanting one of these helmets for several years, probably since around 2014, 2015. I've always wore HJC helmets, and so I decided to pull the trigger and get the Shoei helmet. As a matter of fact, I actually purchased two of them. As you guys can see right here behind me, I have a second Shoei helmet that I purchased for the first lady. So what do I think about the Shoei helmet? The first long trip was the West Coast trip that I've taken with the Shoei helmet. Like I said, we did about 5,000 miles round trip, and when I came back from the West Coast, I rode up to Virginia on the 2016 Honda Goldwing, did 1,600 miles. So on this helmet, I have somewhere in the neighborhood of 7,000 miles on it, and I just kind of wanted to just give you guys an update on it. Now, I want to tell you about the pros and cons, the things I like and the things I dislike. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This video is not sponsored. Nobody sent me the helmet. I paid for it out of my pocket. I actually bought it on Revzilla, and this helmet was like $800. I bought two of them, one for myself, one for the first lady. And one of the first things that I noticed out of the box is the helmet is lighter. It is a lighter helmet. That was one of the first things that I noticed. So the Shoei helmet is a modular, flips up. When I put my camera, because I do a lot of recording, as you guys know, when I put my camera on this helmet, the first thing I noticed, which I didn't notice this at the time, but when I put the camera on the front of the helmet and I let the helmet up, the helmet kept falling. And so, you know, I was like, well, you know, what's going on with that? Why does the helmet keep falling? You know, I thought maybe the screws on the side was loose. Well, come to find out, with the Shoei helmet, it has two notches. The first notch, okay, that's the first notch, but you have one more notch to lock it, so you pull it back. So I kind of found that out the hard way. I thought maybe something was wrong with the helmet, but it was nothing wrong with it. You just got two levels. The first level, which is kind of a light lift, and if you got a camera on your helmet, it will fall back down. If you want to lock it into place, you come back to that second latch. So that was one of the things I noticed about this helmet that caught me off guard. And I'll tell you what I think about all of that here at the end. Also with the helmet, it's got a drop down shade on the side. The inner drop down shade. You guys can see the inner drop down shade. Okay. That was another feature that I like about modular helmets, is that drop down inner visor. The next thing I noticed about the helmet was the latching system. It's got a quick latch. For a lot of the regular helmets, you have to take your D-rings and you have to run your webbing over through the D-rings and then cinch it tight. With the Shoei helmet, you just stick it in like so, and it's latched. So to unlatch it, you lift up on this little tab, and it comes right out. Okay. So also on the front of the helmet, it gives you a little vent. Like, I guess they call this like a catfish vent. Down lets air in. No, I stand corrected. This little latch right here. I apologize. Down is open, up is closed. So it gives you some vent, a vent on the front if you want to get wind in your face. Another feature of the helmet, on the top, a slider. Slide it forward to close, slide it back to open. So that was another feature that I noticed about the helmet. And also, if you want to change out the front shield, you can change it out. It's got some latches on the side that you pull, and then you can take off the visor. So that's pretty much it with this Shoei helmet. Now I'm gonna tell you what I like and what I don't like. Okay, I like the fact that the helmet is light. The helmet is lighter, a little bit lighter than my HJC. But when I put the camera on the front, you really can't tell how light it is, because the camera, it puts the weight back on the helmet. So that's not a big deal breaker for me. I know for some ladies, that would be a deal breaker, having a lighter helmet on their head. For me, it really didn't make that big of a difference with the weight in comparison to my HJC I-90 helmet. So what do I think about this helmet now that I've ridden 7,000 miles with it? To be honest with you, I've really got mixed feelings about it. I do like it. I think it's a great helmet. I paid $200 for my HJC I-90. This helmet costs $800, which is like a $600 difference. So do I think that the Shoei helmet is worth $600 difference? I guess it depends on who you ask, but I really can't really tell $600 in difference. The HJC I-90 is comfortable, but the Shoei helmet is a comfortable helmet. I gotta give it. It's got some soft padding inside. The helmet is comfortable, but it's not $600 comfortable more than the HJC. It is comfortable in my opinion, but not $600 more comfortable. So should everybody run out and buy a Shoei helmet because it's a top tier helmet? I guess it depends on your budget. You can wear a cheaper helmet and probably be just as comfortable. I'm not saying that the Shoei is not comfortable. I'm saying that the price difference to me, it doesn't make that big of a difference, $600. But let me kind of tell you some things that I like and I don't like about this helmet. Okay, for me, I always wear a tinted outer shield. Okay, on the HJC helmet, you can easily take off the shield and snap on the clear shield. So if you're riding and it gets dark, you can snap off your tinted shield and go to a clear shield if you don't have a transitional shield. So this shield is not transitional, it's just tinted all the time. One of the things about this helmet that I don't like is that it's difficult getting this face shield off, and it's probably more difficult getting it on. On the HJC, you can snap it off very easily and snap it on very easily. On this Shoei helmet, putting back on a sun visor once you take it off, it's kind of difficult. I mean, you gotta kind of force it and play with it, and it takes a while. So if you're riding and you're on your bike and you just pull over just to change your outer shield, you may be standing there 15 minutes trying to get your shield changed out. So for me, now that I have the tinted shield on here, I don't plan on ever taking it off, because it's difficult, in my opinion, to get the shield back on. Now, some people may have a secret to getting it back on. For me, I found it kind of difficult. Not impossible, but it's just it's not really easy. Okay, so that's one of the things about the helmet that I don't like, how hard it is to put the a clear shield back on. Okay, but I love the shield. I don't like how hard it is to put to swap between shields. So my recommendation is that maybe buying a transitional shield, one that'll clear up in the daytime. I mean, that'll tint up in the daytime and clear up at night. But trying to swap shields, it's kind of difficult. So that's one of the things about the helmet that I didn't like. I don't really too much care for the double latch. I don't like that. I'm used to just modular helmet that once you lift it up, it's up. I had to get accustomed to having the double latch. My helmet kept falling, so I had to get used to going back another level. And when you're riding down a highway and you're trying to pick up on your helmet and then pick up on it again, it's kind of annoying. Some people may not find it annoying, but to me, I find it a little bit annoying. Now, one of the things about the helmet I really like is that if I have my inner shield down and I'm riding, and let's say, for example, my eyes or something start itching when I'm riding, I can just reach in with my hand and just kind of lift up on the inner shield. I do like that. On the HJC, once you let the inner shield down, it's kind of locked. So you don't want to be forcing it up because it's actually locked. You got to go back to the mechanism and let it up on a HJC. On the Shoei, I do like it because you don't have to go back to the mechanism. You can just reach in and kind of lift up if you need to scratch your eye or nose or whatever, and then you can go back to the mechanism and let it down. So I like that feature a lot. And the most annoying thing about this helmet is that this latching system. I like the fact that it has a quick latch. You can latch it quickly and you can unlatch it quickly. I love that feature. The part that I do not like is that this latch system pushes against my Adam's apple. So when I'm riding, I'm constantly taking my hand and trying to put some slack in between my neck and this latch. Now, I know some of you may say, well, you can adjust it, and you can adjust it, but you can't adjust this part over here. It's gonna always sit in the same spot. You can adjust the actual male portion of the latch, but it's still gonna end up in the same position. So I like the fact of being able to latch the helmet quickly and unlatch the helmet, but I don't like it because it pushes up against my Adam's apple. Even though I've loosened the straps as much as I could, it still sits in the same spot and it pushes against my Adam's apple. So I think it's a great design. I just think that they should have made it to where this portion, they should have made it to where it moves either further out or you can bring it in, but it's really stationary. It sits in that one spot. So when you get ready to latch it, that latch is gonna always be in the same spot. So even though you adjust it here, it's gonna be in the same spot. So that's the biggest annoying thing about this helmet, is that the latch sits right at my Adam's apple. Now on like the HJC where it has the D-rings, you can just run your webbing through the D-rings, and then you can just, you know, put a little slack in it and you don't even know it's there. But on the Shoei, it sits right in my Adam's apple. So I don't know if anybody else has that problem. I have that problem, even though I've adjusted the straps on this helmet. So $800 for a Shoei helmet, is it worth it? In my opinion, and I'm just keeping it real, like I said, I'm not sponsored by anybody. Nobody's paying me to make this video. Nobody's sending me a helmet. I pay for this out of my pocket, both helmets, $800 each. I think that a rider could be just as comfortable with a $200 helmet, in my opinion. I can't tell $600 in difference. Now, is the helmet stronger in case of a crash? I have no idea. I can't say that it is, and I can't say that it's not. It may be the same. The thing about a company like HJC, their helmets is a lot better than it was years ago. So years ago, when you can really tell the difference between an expensive helmet, nowadays a company like HJC has raised their standards, and now you can't really tell that big of a difference from a $200 helmet, in my opinion, than an $800 helmet. And that's just my opinion, and I'm sure whoever watching this video, some of you are gonna say, well, I can tell the difference and it's comfortable, and it is. I can tell the difference and it's comfortable. I can't tell $600 in difference. But it is a good helmet. I'm gonna wear it. I paid for it, so I'm gonna wear it. I still like my HJC helmet. I love the finish of this helmet. I love the quality of the paint. It's a well built helmet, DOT approved. You know, I love the color. I love the finish. It matches my bikes. I like the helmet, but if I have any complaints, it would be the latching system. It would be that second latch up. I don't too much care for that. I rather lift up one time. If I forget and my camera's on there, it's gonna fall down, and you know, now my camera can fall off my helmet. Excuse me. I do like the wind vent, or the, you know, and they have it perfect. So when you open that vent up, that catfish vent, it actually sends the air directly up to your face. On my HJC, it just comes straight in. On the Shoei, it comes in and then it angles up. So I think that's a little bit better, is the vent. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on my Shoei helmet. I just want you guys to know that it's a great helmet. It's a nice helmet. I've been wanting one for years. It is expensive. But do I think that everybody should run out and buy an $800 helmet just to say they got a Shoei? I guess it just depends on the individual. It is a great helmet, but I just can't tell $600 in difference. So my question to anybody that's watching this video is, could you tell a $600 difference between a $200 helmet? And I'm sure some of you are gonna say you can, but I want to hear from the viewers about your Shoei helmet. If you have a Shoei helmet, I know some of you may have a non-modular helmet that's a Shoei. But if you own a Shoei, could you really tell a significant difference between maybe a $200 helmet? Be sure to put that down in the comment section below. And if any of you are watching this live feed and you want to call in and say hello to your boy Chris, the telephone line is open right now, 901-468-9032. if you want to get on with your boy Chris, if you have a question or a comment. The phone line is open right now, 901-468-9032. Some of you have been asking, how often do I do the live in the Caliente garage? I don't have a schedule. I just do it randomly. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update on the Shoei and kind of let you guys know what I think. Okay, I'm reading one of your comments. Marcus Holt said he would never pay $600 for a motorcycle helmet. You know, Marcus, I've heard a lot of bikers say, you know, how much is your head worth? And I get it. I get it. You know, you got some guys pay a lot more than $800 for a helmet. You know, they got some nice helmets, some high-end helmets out there. Schubert's make a good helmet. It just depends on what you prefer. I can't tell the difference between my $200 HJC and a $800 Shoei. I mean, I can tell the difference, but not $600 difference. You know, the padding is a little bit softer around the cheek. I wish that Shoei made their pads to fit in the HJC, and you probably couldn't even tell the difference in helmets. So that's just my opinion. I think it's a good buy. I think if you're looking for a high quality helmet, you can't go wrong buying a Shoei. You can't go wrong buying a Shoei, but you don't have to run out and buy a $800 helmet to have a good riding experience. Go ahead, you're on with Caliente live in the Caliente garage.
Hey, Chris, this is Adam Nunn. How are you, sir?
What's going on, Adam Nunn?
I'm just sitting here eating dinner, so you were on the tube talking about the Shoei Neotech 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you think about it?
I love it. I've got that same helmet.
Okay.
I've also have an Arai.
Okay.
And the biggest difference I see in that versus the cheaper helmets I've owned is the longevity of it.
Okay.
Both of those helmets, especially the Arai, you know, I plan to have a good 10 to 15 years. It fits my head really well.
Right.
And what I found is that shape of the helmet makes a big difference.
Okay.
It reduces those, those tight spots that go around your head if it doesn't fit right.
Right.
It gets uncomfortable.
Right. One of the questions, I'm glad Adam, you jogged my memory. When noise, I've heard some people say that the Shoei is a lot quieter. I can't really tell the difference between my HJC and the Shoei. Now on my Gold Wing, I'm sitting behind a big F4 custom windshield. But I honestly can't say that my Shoei helmet is quieter than my HJC. I can't tell any difference. It's not, in my personal opinion, it's not quieter than my $200 helmet. I'm just being honest with you. And I'm sure some people out there probably watching this video say, well, if you love your HJC that much, then why don't you get back to Shoei and just wear your HJC? No, I'm not going to give back my Shoei. I'm going to wear it. I paid for it. I like my Shoei. I'm just telling you guys the difference in helmets, in my personal opinion. It's not quieter than my $200 helmet. You know, the $200 HJC is just as good to me as the $800 Shoei. You just wearing a name brand helmet. Now, would it be better if you drop it or if you have a crash? I don't know, but I can't tell the $600 difference in price, in my opinion.
Yeah, it may not be $600 worth, but I do find the comfort is a little bit better for me. I do like the ability to take the liners out and wash them.
Right.
And, that's something that you usually get with the higher quality helmets. But I'm with you on the noise. I don't see any difference really between noise reduction. I generally wear plugs inside those helmets anyway. So.
Yeah. On my HJC, you could take out the padding just like you could on the Shoei. You know,
okay.
To be honest, if I could take the Shoei padding and stick it inside of the HJC helmet, I probably couldn't even tell the difference in helmets. Now it's a little bit lighter. I mean, a little bit lighter, but it's not a lot lighter. Just a little bit. But when I put my camera on there, that weight that lighter weight goes out the window because the camera and all of that puts extra weight on the helmet. So it's really not that big of a difference. It's a great helmet. Don't get me wrong. I give it it's a 5-star helmet, a top tier helmet. But if the Shoei if the Shoei Neotech 2 is a 5-star helmet, then the HJC I-90 is a 4-star helmet because it's not that far from it, in my opinion.
Another feature I like on my Neotech is the pin lock on the visor. That almost becomes essential,
right?
Riding on hard, through hard storms and things like that.
Right.
But I found that that's a very helpful feature.
And again, on the HJC I-90, it comes with the pin lock. I mean, that's what I'm saying, Adam. You can't really. It's not that big of a difference. I mean, it's also, I could grab the helmet and show you. The HJC I-90 has the pin lock just like the Shoei. Now I wished that on the HJC and also on the Shoei, I wish that the slider mechanism was at the top of the helmet and not on the side, because on the side of the helmet you're already dealing with your helmet communicator. And you may have your antenna, your helmet communicator. You're trying to work. So when you're trying to find the latch for the inner shade, it kind of gets what's the word, cumbersome. I wish it was on the top like the IS Max 2. Your drop down inner shade mechanism is at the top of the helmet. So when you reach up to the top of your helmet, you there. On the Shoei or the I-90, you got to try to find the mechanism. You got to find it. And if you have a helmet communicator on, which most riders do, then now you're fumbling around just to try to find the mechanism. So I kind of find that cumbersome. But on any helmet, whether it's the HJC or the Shoei, I wish that the drop down shade was at the top and not on the side, in my opinion.
Something I did with my Neotech is we use the bike's wired intercom. I don't use the wireless. We use the wired intercom and the CB built into the bike. And so I sent my helmet actually off to that company out in Arizona that puts in a pretty high quality headset.
Right.
And they actually drilled a hole through the helmet and did it looks like the helmet came with the headset built into it. It fits really well. I was pretty impressed with it.
Okay, good deal. That's good information. Very good information. And
it's good talking with you, Chris. I'll let you go. I just saw you on and thought I'd say hello, and it's good to see you back from California. And I as much as it's expensive, but I do like my Neotech. And actually, I like my Arai a little bit more than the Neotech.
Yeah, Arai makes a very good helmet. I've heard all positive about the Arai. It's a very good quality helmet. I've never owned one, but I know a rider that does, and he swears by it. He loves the Arai. Are you Adam? Are you a gold winging, or you have a what do you have now?
I've got a 22 Road Glide Limited.
Okay.
We just sold our Gold Wing and went with the Road Glide.
Okay. How's that working out?
It's working out a lot better than I thought it would. There's some pluses and minuses each way.
Okay.
The biggest the problem I have is the lack of service and parts out here where I'm at in far west Texas. It's been a little hard to find good service for the Gold Wing. So that's one of the reasons why we switched. We used to ride Harleys way back in the day, but then we rode Gold Wings for a good 15 years. We've been riding together 27 years.
Okay.
So we picked up this Harley. We do enjoy it. We like it a lot. I will say that the heat has been a bit of an issue compared to the Gold Wing, especially for the passenger.
Right. You
get into a 95-degree temperature, and the exhaust just really comes off and hits the passenger leg.
Yeah.
So we pretty much gear our bikes around 2 up. That's how we make those decisions. based on whatever we can find that meets our needs on 2-up riding.
Okay. Good deal. I've been hearing some good things about the Harley. A good friend of mine, Wes, just purchased him a Harley. So congratulations to Wes. He just picked him up a new Harley a couple months ago. And I can't remember what model it is. I think it's a Road Glide. If you're watching this video, Wes, let me know what Harley you purchased. But I appreciate you, Adam, man. Thanks for checking in with me. Let me know how you're doing and how's everything going, and kind of giving me your feedback on your Shoei helmet.
Yeah. Good talking with you, Chris. Y'all take care and enjoy the road.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Adam.
All right. Bye.
I appreciate it. And that was Adam Nunn calling from Texas. If anybody want to get on, 901-468-9032. 901-468-9032 if you guys want to get on with your boy Chris. And I'm just reading, some of you guys are texting me, so I'm trying to read some of your comments. I've got 2 calls coming in at the same time. Go ahead, you're on with Caliente, live in the Caliente garage.
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Hey, now who is this?
This is Robert from Ohio. We talked a few times.
What's up, Robert from Ohio?
A couple times.
Okay.
Man, I just want to say I like following you. I followed your group from California, and during that time that you guys was gone,
okay.
You know, I got a 2018 Going tour.
Right.
My birthday was June 6th, and my son surprised me with a new motorcycle. He bought me something that's totally different from the Gold Wing.
Okay. What did he get you?
He bought me a 2022 BMW Transcontinental R18.
Wow. The Transcontinental. Speaking of Transcontinental, hey, what's going on, Tony Kirk? I see you watching. My man Tony Kirk actually just sold his Transcontinental. But how is that working out? How's that Transcontinental working out?
It's no Gold Wing. I can tell you that. There's no Gold Wing. That Gold Wing is a smoother ride. It handles better. The only thing that the Transcontinental has better than the Gold Wing is the sound system.
Okay.
Where it has 6 speakers and the Gold Wing has 4.
Okay.
And the Marshall system sounds nice.
Okay.
I want to apologize for the dog barking in the back.
How many miles have you ridden the Transcontinental?
I have 684 miles on it.
684 miles. All right. So you thinking about trading for a Gold Wing?
Did I trade it for a Gold Wing?
I said, are you thinking about trading it for a Gold Wing?
You know what? I'm gonna see what I can do. I'll talk to him. I'll let him know. I understand what he was trying to do. He did what he did, and I appreciate it, and I love the fact that he showed me love as far as that. But what really got me is when I took it to the shop the other day, because they had a function up in Plymouth, Michigan. That's the nearest Gold Wing. I mean, that's the nearest BMW dealer towards me. I'm in Toledo, Ohio.
Okay.
And he bought it from Cleveland. So I went to an hour away. They had an event. I ended up spending some money there buying jackets and stuff like that and so forth.
Okay.
But Monday I went back up there, and I had a sign that come on that says service soon and this and that.
Okay.
So the guy went out and looked at it and said he don't see no sign. So I went out there and showed him how to go to they got a thing that you can go to it and pull up what's going on.
Right.
And he said, oh, okay. They charged me $25 to reset that.
Wow.
$25. So I said, okay. So I asked him a question. He said, do you know the mileage for your first service is anywhere from 6 to 1,000 miles? I'm like, right. So I asked him, how much will it be for y'all to do the first service? Is it free? He said, no, it's going to be $427. I said, are you shitting
Wow.
me? You talking about $427 to change the oil and do the drivetrain oil? He said, yes. They charge $150 an hour to service those.
Wow.
I said, well, will it void my warranty if I do it myself? He said, no. I said, okay, well, give me everything I need. He got everything I need, and that came up to $195. 4 quarts of oil, a small quart of oil for the drivetrain, and an oil filter, and 2 washers.
Wow.
$200.
Wow. Well, that's why I put out a lot of the videos on my channel showing people how to do it themselves and try to save some money, because these shops and dealerships, man, they're gonna get you. Let me tell you what happened to me. Just my Honda Goldwing is under warranty. Well, when I purchased the Honda Gold, one thing about the DCT, if anybody out there has a DCT model, anytime you cut your bike off, it goes to neutral.
Okay.
It's not like the manual. So if you're parking on the incline on a manual, you could just leave it in gear, and that'll prevent it from rolling. Well, on the DCT, anytime you cut your bike off, it throws it in neutral automatically. So on the DCT, it has a parking brake on the side. So when you're gonna park on the incline, which on a DCT, you lift up on the handbrake. Well, on my 21 Goldwing, I don't think that my handbrake was ever adjusted from the factory, because it's always been loose, or it needs adjusted. It doesn't hold at all.
Right.
And I know it just needs adjusting. Well, anyway, I contacted
Honda.
Yeah. If you guys are trying to get on, just give me a few moments, and we're gonna let you in. I know we got some people trying to get on with your boy Chris in the Caliente garage. We're gonna let you get on here in a few minutes. But I went to the I actually called a local Honda dealer, and I pretty much explained to him what happened. I said, listen, I got the new Goldwing. I just need to get the emergency brake or the parking brake adjusted. I mean, we're probably talking about a 20-minute job, 15-minute job.
Right.
I could do it myself, because I read the service manual. But I said, well, since my bike is under warranty, I'm just going to let them do it. And they told me it was going to be 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, my goodness.
Just to adjust the parking brake. I mean, we're talking 15, 20-minute job. Worst case scenario, to adjust the parking brake. 4 to 6 weeks. So, I'm like, that's ridiculous. So I just said that to say, it's best if you can do a lot of the work yourself. But it's sad that when you buy the bike new and you pay for a warranty, or it comes with a warranty, they're so backed up. It doesn't take you 4 to 6 weeks to buy a bike.
It sure
you can walk in there on a Monday and leave on a Monday, but when you go back for servicing, or you go back for warranty work, it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks. We only got one mechanic, and and it's it's just really sad, but it's the reality. That's why I do a lot of the work myself, even though my bike is under warranty. My 2016 is still under warranty, but a lot of times I'll just do the work myself, just to keep from leaving my bike tied up at a dealership for a month or two on a 15-minute job.
And I appreciate all your videos, because I watch all of them. In spite that I had already bought the Cruiseman videos in 2019 when I bought my bike in 2018.
Right.
I bought those videos in that winter. I done my stuff, but I've been watching yours quite a bit, because I enjoy watching your videos, and I appreciate all that you do. I know you hear it all the time, but I appreciate everything that you do.
Okay,
all of it.
Hey, I appreciate it. Marcus Holt is saying, $450 for an oil change on a BMW. No way, bro. It's time to trade it for a gold wing.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do it my own self anyway. I mean, it's the same steps that you do on the gold wing.
Right.
The exact same. So no, I'm not getting ready to spend no $425 for an oil change for them to do it, and that's the first service. And Honda did mine for free, the first service.
Right. Yep.
And they don't even offer, discounts. I go back to the place I bought my gold wing, I get a 20% discount on everything.
Right. Yep.
And got 2 free helmets.
You got 2 free helmets.
2 free helmets.
Right.
The HJCs, and I love them.
Right. Yeah, the HJC is a great helmet, and that's what I was saying earlier, that
right.
the Shoei helmet is nice. I'm not trying to take anything away from Shoei. It's a top tier helmet. I've always been wanting one for probably around 2014 to 2015, and now that I have it, I can't really see that big of a difference. I mean, it's a nice helmet. Don't get me wrong, but is it $600 better? I can't tell. I can't tell.
Either.
Now, I'm sure some people out there probably don't like to hear that because they want to say, I got the best of the best of the best. But the reality is, do you really have the best of the best? Or are you just paying for a name?
I agree.
Now, it's comfortable. It really is. But it's not $600 more comfortable.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I wish they sold the padding that was universal to other helmets, and you can just take the soft padding and put it in your helmet. But unfortunately, it doesn't work like that.
Exactly.
And one more thing, on the top of the helmet, the padding is the same as the HJC. It's not any thicker. Only the cheek pads are softer, but the top of the helmet is the same quality as the HJC helmet. So, am I paying $600 more for 2 soft cheek pads? I just don't see. I mean, I'm just being honest, man.
I'm gonna stick with my HJCs. I had a Shoei helmet 20 years ago when I was on the Cross Rockets, and that's why I went to those HJCs, because I bought those 2 helmets with the package deal with those headsets on it.
Right.
And when I seen you did the Pack Talk bowls, I went out and bought me 2 Pack Talk bowls and transferred mine into those helmets just like you. So that's another thing I did. Like I did my mic set, the Pack Talk bowls.
Right. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you said that. There are the Pack Talks.
The Pack Talk.
You can see those. Yeah. Those are the Pack Talks.
So, what are you doing with them now?
I use them.
Did you change to the Center 50s or the new ones?
The Center 50s.
Yeah.
Speaking of Center 50s, there's a Center 50s. So, I actually have both. If y'all want me to talk about these, I will. I actually have both. I know a lot of people have been asking me which headset is better. Is it these Centers? Is it the Cardo? So, which one do I need to get? And I'm going to talk about that. If y'all want me to talk about that, put it down in the comment section below if you guys want me to really tell you about what I think about these Centers. I would like to hear that myself. Yeah. So, I do have both. Let me do this. I wasn't gonna do this, but let me do this. If anybody want to guess what's in the box, I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm gonna do it. Can anybody guess what's in the box? If you think you can guess what's in the box,
I'm gonna guess while I'm on the phone.
Give me
a Center Black Talk bowl.
Oh, you think it's a headset? Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I tell you what, at the end of this live feed, I'm going to tell everybody what's in that box. If you want to guess what's in the box. If anybody want to guess what's in this box.
Okay.
Because I wasn't going to do this. Give me a call, 901-468-9032. If y'all want to guess what's in this box.
I think I took my time with you, Chris. People trying to get in.
Okay.
It's always good talking with you.
Okay.
Always.
Okay. Thanks for calling me.
Pack Talk Black Bowl.
So you think it's a Pack Talk Black? Okay.
All right.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Yep. Take care.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you. All right. We're going to go to the phone line again. I know some of you still trying to get in. Go ahead. You're on with Caliente, live in the Caliente garage.
Hello, Mr. Chris Caliente. How you doing, sir?
Hey, now who is this?
This is Dave Webb, man. I'm down here in Florida, man. I've been watching your videos and learning some things. My main thing I want to ask you, man, you doing wingding this year?
You gonna just put me on the spot, huh?
I'm just curious. I want to meet you, man. But I know I'm going to wingding, so I wanted to meet you there. I didn't know if you were showing up or not.
You know,
I tell you what, man. You ain't gotta tell me. I just look for you when I get there. If I see you, I see you. If I don't, I don't.
No, you just caught me off guard, David. That's all. But people been asking. They want to know, am I coming to Wingding? I'm gonna tell y'all the same thing I said last year. If I come to Wingding, it's gonna be a last minute decision.
Okay.
Right now,
that's fair.
I will tell you this. Right now, I'm not planning to come to Wingding, but that plan could change. That plan could change. Right now, I'm not planning to be at Wingding, but that could change. So y'all have to stay tuned to my video channel. Stay tuned to the YouTube, and I'll be giving you guys an update very soon. One way or the other.
Well, whatever way it happens, man. Because I'll meet you, man. Because actually, I'm from Memphis. I went to Tresman High School. I graduated from Tresman High School in Memphis, man. My mom still lives down there in South Memphis, man. So I come to Memphis all the time. Yeah.
So. What year you come out of Tresman?
85.
Okay.
What school did you go to? Where'd you go? Tell me you went to Tresman, man.
Huh?
Did you go to Tresman?
No, I went to Hillcrest.
Oh, you was in here? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Old Viking, man. I'm an old Viking.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, all right. So, yeah. So, I said I'm going to meet him one way or the other, man. I just started back riding, man. I had stopped riding for about 4 or 5 years. Now, me and the wife, we just bought a 2018.
Okay.
DCT. I love it, man. Love that bike, dude.
Right.
So, we're going to do our first little wing thing here coming up here. We've already set it up to go up there, man. So, but I'm just curious if I was gonna meet you there or not, man. If not, like I said, when I get to Memphis, though, when I come to see my mom, man, I'm gonna definitely look you up.
Well, yeah,
get your number
you can always holler at me when you come through.
Yeah, okay.
You want to take a stab at what's in this box?
Well, since you talking, cause you know what? We bought the Cena 50s, man, and my wife hate them. She said we got gypped on them. So I'm thinking you got a different type of communicators in this box, probably. Well, I'm not sure if you're real happy with yours either.
Well, I got the Centers and I got the Pack Talk. I got both of them.
Yeah.
I got the Centers and I got the Pack Talk. So I got 2 of each. So
yeah. So
if y'all want me to talk about what I think about these headsets, put it down in the comment section.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, because we just purchased the 50s and we've been using them, man, and they just haven't been doing what I think they should do for the price we paid for them.
Yeah. So, did y'all get the Harman Kardon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the ones I have, man.
Okay.
Yeah, so they sound good. They sound real good when they're working right, but it's just I don't know if I'm just not real tech with them yet as far as spending all the little features and stuff they have on them, but I just haven't getting them to do what I need. It just seems like it's easier when we just plug it in, dude.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna talk about that. If y'all want me to talk about the Centers and Cardos, put it down in the comment section. I'll do it right here today.
Oh, okay.
And if you want to
take. All right, well, Chris, I'm gonna let you go, man. I know people trying to get in. I appreciate talking to you.
Okay.
Like I said, if I don't see you at the wing thing, I'm definitely gonna look you up when I come see Mom in Memphis, man.
Okay.
So,
thanks.
Cool.
You said, all right. Thanks, Dave.
All right. Have a good night, man.
I appreciate it.
Bye.
All right. Thanks. And you're on with your boy Chris. I'm live in the Caliente garage. If anybody want to get on, the phone line is open, 901-468-9032. I was trying to read a lot of your comments. Marcus Hope said, yeah, bro, talk about those Centers. I need to buy me one and give us some hints of what's in the box. Thanks, Marcus. Corey Sherman says Center versus Cardo. Okay. And I'm reading some more of your comments. George Brown, hey, what's going on? First timer. Steve Compton say, did the Corbin seat actually cool you in Vegas on the Vegas run, and is it worth it? Thanks, Steve Compton. That's a very good question. Yes. The Corbin seat actually cooled me off when I was in Vegas. Go ahead, you're on with Caliente live in the Caliente garage.
Hey, what's going on, Chris?
Hey, now who we got on the line?
Steve out of Atlanta, man.
What's going on, Steve, out of the ATL?
Yes, sir, man. First, I want to say, man, appreciate your videos, man. You found a niche, man. You really ran with it, man. You do an excellent job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, real quick, I know you got a lot of callers, and you want to talk about a few things. How did that Corbin seat, the cooling option, how did that do for you when you was on the West Coast ride?
Oh, okay. Now, did you leave the comments, Steve Compton? You're in ATL?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got you. I was just reading your comment. It did great. Man, it was really hot out there. To be honest with you, on the way out there, it was so hot. And what was weird is that, here in the South, I'm used to when the sun goes down, the temperature kind of cools off. So all day it'll be blistering hot. Sun goes down and it cools off. What was weird when I got to Vegas, as the sun was going down, it got hotter. It did a total flip-flop. Now, I don't know if all that heat was just sitting there and when we got there it just magnified or what, but man, it was so hot it felt like the sun was shining at night. And I was looking back, like, why is my leg burning? On the backside of my leg, so I'm looking back like, why is my leg burning? Man, it was hot out there. So to get back to your question, how did the Corbin seat cool me in Vegas? It did great. I mean, it's not like air conditioned, but it does lower the temperature, and I could tell the difference. I really can. So on a plane seat, when the sun is beaming on the seat is just hot. With the Corbin fire and ice seat, when you have it on cool, you can see a significant lower temperature. It's not like it's like the air conditioner is on, but it is cool. So it did great. It really did. I'm glad I purchased it.
Okay, I might look into one. Yeah, I always envied you guys, man, because I always wanted a gold ring. And when I was looking for an F6B, that's what I really wanted.
Right.
But I couldn't find any a few years ago for a good price, and I ended up getting the Yamaha Illusion.
Right.
And I know one of the guys we rode with, maybe a couple years ago, you did a little review on it, talking about it. Those are great bikes, but I had to transition to a trike.
Right.
And I looked at the Gold Wing trike. The thing I did not like is the size of it. It's a little extra big, and I was concerned about having to, work with Honda,
right,
and then work with the other guy that makes the kit. And so then if I have an issue, I got to kind of argue between two companies. So I ended up getting the Harley trike.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna take too much of your time, man. But that's what I really want to know about that Corbin seat.
But let me.
I think in that box, you either have an upgraded sound system to go on your helmet or a CB kit for your new Gold Wing.
A CB kit. Okay. Well, let me. Just want to give you guys a quick glance. If you want to guess what's in the box, I wasn't gonna do this. But if you want to guess what's in the box, you can give me a call, 901-468-9032 if you want to guess what's in the box. And I'm going to reveal it here on the live feed here today.
Appreciate you, Chris.
Let me say this, Steve.
Okay.
On the Corbin seat, I believe, in my opinion, that the Ultimate seat is more comfortable. I like the Corbin seat. It sits you back. It sits you in the bike. So you're sitting in the pocket. You're not sitting on top of the bike, so to speak. But the seat is firm. it's not as, in my opinion, it's not as comfortable as a Ultimate. So when it comes to the comfort, I think that the Corbin is better. Now Corbin is not the only seat out there. You got Russell Daylong. You got Mustang. You got other seat manufacturers out there. Harco. But in my opinion, I think the Ultimate is more comfortable than the Corbin. I think the Corbin look better. No doubt. I think the Corbin has a better look. I love the Fire and Ice. But hands down, I think that the Ultimate probably will be more comfortable. And I'm going to say this. Regardless of what you're sitting on after you break it in, at some point you're going to get tired of sitting. So you're going to need to get circulation in your legs. So I didn't have a problem riding with the Corbin, but I know it would have been more comfortable on an Ultimate. But out there a couple hours, you're going to need to get off and stretch your legs and get your blood flowing anyway. So, but as far as the Fire and Ice, yeah, it was perfect. It gets really, really hot when it's cool, and it gets cool when it's hot. So I love it.
I appreciate you taking my call, man. I'm looking forward to hearing find out what's in that box.
All right, I appreciate it, Steve. Thanks for calling from the ATL. Thanks, Steve.
All right.
Okay. All right, if anybody want to get on with your boy Chris, the phone line is open right now, 901-468-9032. I'm just sitting here reading some of your comments. Let's see. Stan Smith said, I'm at 4,000 miles. What type of service do I need? I ride a 21 Gold Wing DCT. At 4,000 miles, you need to do your first oil change. So you need to change your oil and you need to change your filter. That would be your first oil change. On some bikes, they do a break-in oil change, maybe like at 500 miles. On the Gold Wing, your first oil change is 4,000 miles. And you change the oil and the filter. On the DCT, you also need to change the transmission filter as well. So if you guys want to see my video on how to change the oil, it's absolutely free. You can go to my channel. I will try to include a link in this video if it's possible. Down in the description, if you guys want to see how to change your oil for free. I'm not selling you maintenance DVDs. I'm doing it absolutely free. I do this as a hobby. I don't do this to pay the bills. This is just something that I enjoy doing, and I just try to give back to you guys by giving you guys free how-to videos. So if you want to see how to change the oil free of charge, check out my video on how to change the oil in a 2021 Honda Gold Wing. That was Stan Smith. Craig Hainsworth, do I get more wind noise with the Shoei? I don't get more wind noise with the Shoei, but it's probably the same as the HJC. Like I said, I can't tell that big of a difference between the helmets. I can't tell that big of a difference. Not $600 difference. So I just want to put that out there to anybody that's watching this video. And that was Craig Hainsworth. That's a very good question, Craig. Very good question about the wind noise. If you want to get on with your boy Chris, phone line is open, 901-468-9032 if you want to get on with your boy Chris. Al Forrester. He's been in a ride guy for a long time. And I'm just checking out some of your comments. Okay, T-Cat says, how are you able to get wind noise in the helmet with your F4 24-inch windshield? Well, the thing about it, when you're on a motorcycle, you're gonna have road noise. Anytime you're moving down the highway, you're gonna have wind going past the bike. There's gonna be noise on the bottom portion of the bike down near the road. So you're not getting wind noise, you're just kind of getting road noise. So is this Shoei a lot quieter than an HJC helmet? I can't tell the difference. I've never ridden down the highway saying this helmet is really quiet. It's the same to me as a HJC as far as the noise level, in my opinion. It's not noisy. It just it's not as quiet as a $200 helmet. It's pretty much, to me, in my opinion, it's the same. And I'm just checking out some of your comments. A lot of you guys are commenting. And also, let me mention, if you guys really enjoyed the videos that I put out, be sure to click on that thanks button down at the bottom of the screen. If you guys would like to make a donation. I don't have any sponsors. Nobody generally sends me products. I pretty much pay for all of my products. I do want to give a shout out to Wing Stuff. Wing Stuff sent me an item here recently. But for the most part, no one ever sends me anything to review. I know Electrical Connection sent me some headlights a couple years ago, but I don't have any sponsors. All of the accessories I pay out of my pocket. I work hard just like everybody else. All of the video equipment, everything that I have, I pay for it out of my pocket. So if you guys would like to make a donation to the channel, you want to see more videos, be sure to click that thanks button. It'll be down there next to the share button. You just got to scroll. It's there, trust me. So I just want to put that out there. I'm not selling maintenance DVDs. All the things I do is out of my pocket for free. So if you guys would like to make a donation, hey, make a donation. Whatever God put on your heart. And if you don't want to make a donation, and that's fine too. So I'm just reading some of your comments. Fredman says there is a difference, 200 versus 800. The biggest thing is the weight of the helmet. Next, Shoei has the best aerodynamics for a helmet. Reducing rider fatigue is a plus. Money well spent. And you make a valid point on the aerodynamics. When you think about it, if you're riding a Gold Wing, you're sitting behind a windshield, so you're not really like on a crotch rocket. I guess it will apply, the aerodynamics applies if you're on a crotch rocket, or if you're riding a bike with no windshield, or a bike with a very low cut windshield, then the aerodynamics will come into play. But if you're riding on a Gold Wing and you're sitting behind a big, maybe a F4 custom windshield, or you're sitting behind a big windshield, all of the wind is going around the bike anyway. So as far as the aerodynamics, I can't see that really being a deal breaker. Not on a Gold Wing, maybe on a crotch rocket. But the air generally moves around the bike, so it's not really hitting you in the helmet. So it doesn't really matter that helmet is better aerodynamic. And like I said, I guess it would be great on a crotch rocket, but on a Gold Wing, that aerodynamics, it doesn't come into play. He says it's much lighter than an HJC. I have 3 HJCs. It's a little bit lighter, and I mean a little bit, but once, like for myself, since I motovlog and I put a camera on the helmet, it puts additional weight on the helmet. So that lighter weight that the Shoei has, it really doesn't show because the camera is putting the weight back on the helmet. So if I hold my Shoei in one hand and an HJC in another hand, it's not that big of a difference in weight. I mean, we probably talking a couple of ounces. I mean, it's not a lot lighter. Like, man, this helmet is really, really lighter. Not necessarily so. But thanks for leaving that comment, Fredman. That you made a very good point. You said it reduces rider fatigue, which is money well spent. To be honest with you, the Shoei or my HJC, I feel the same at the end of the day. So what about you guys? Do you like your HJC better? Do you like your Shoei better? And I'm sure a lot of you will probably say you like your Shoei better because it's a more expensive helmet. Friedman also said ride with your windshield down and you'll see the difference between the two helmets. That's a very good point. Like I said, it probably makes a bigger difference on a crotch rocket, but on a Gold Wing, when you're sitting behind the windshield, the aerodynamics doesn't come into play. Edward Lewis says the Shoei is the head size. It just doesn't fit wide heads. Ended up trying the HJC are, and it's amazing. Yeah, HJC has came a long way. Tim Snyder said, thinking of going with Dark Side. How did yours hold up on the Cali ride? What tire did you use? That's a very good question, Tim. As you guys know, I made the 5,000 mile trip to the West Coast, and I was actually on the Dark Side. That was not the first long trip I've ever taken with a car tire. I've been pretty much all up the Eastern Seaboard, Washington D.C., Texas a couple times, Oklahoma a couple of times, Missouri. I'm just a lot of the states on the east. But how did my Dark Side tire hold up running out to the West Coast? It performed flawlessly. I did not have any issues. It did great. I mean, we rode hard for 3 days, getting out there. I didn't have no issues. Matter of fact, when we left, we ended up going north. So be sure to keep up with my videos. I got a lot more coming out. If you guys want to see some more of the ride, but as far as the tire did great. No problems whatsoever. It handled the highway, the desert, the curves, the mountain perfectly. And one last thing, Tim, let me say this. I'm hearing that the Bridgestone Driver Guard 195 55 16 is which the same tire I use on both bikes. They are discontinuing that tire. I don't know why. I kind of made a joke and said maybe it's because the Goldwing riders are not buying motorcycle tires. They're starting to buy car tires. But, you know, I don't know. May have something to do with the economy, production. I have no idea. But I can tell you that you're going to be hard pressed to find the Bridgestone Drive Guard 195 55 16, and if you can find it, they've ran the numbers up. Them tires are probably $200 now, so good luck on that. But as far as how it handled, it did great. The phone line is open, 901-468-9032, if you want to get on with your boy Chris, or if you want to guess what's in the box. If you guys want to guess what's in the box, you can give me a call, 901-468-9032. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and reveal what's in the box doing this live feed. But if you want to guess what's in the box, give me a call. See if you can guess what's in here. So I'm just reading more of your comments. See, Brother Cowboy's watching. Corey Sherman said, do you really think Centromatic keeps your tires cooler? No. Centromatics does not keep your tires cooler. Centromatics balances your tire. And I absolutely love them. The difference between Centromatics and regular wheel weights is that when you have your tires balanced with regular wheel weights, that tire is going to be perfectly balanced. It's going to be perfectly balanced. But after a while, your lead wheel weights are going to lose the balance. The Centromatics is going to keep it balanced. You're on with your boy Chris, live in the Caliente garage. Go ahead.
Hey, Chris, this is John Williams. It's been a long time no hear from him.
Hey, John Williams, what's going on?
Oh, man. Hey, I hear you talking about helmets, which is cool. And everything, and which is a good idea. It's a good topic, but and I know you've been over this other topic before. I'm about to ready to pull the trigger.
Okay.
On either the Black Talk Bold, but I'm not sure whether or not you go with that one because it is quite expensive.
Right.
Okay. Or the Senna, and I've been told a lot of good things about the Senna, but, can you confirm for me that Pack Talk Bold would be the better communicational choice for me?
So you want to know which communicator is better, the Pack Talk or the Senna?
Yeah. Because I know you have both of them.
I do. That's kind of a long a long topic. It's not long, but it's a longer topic probably than what I'm prepared to do.
Okay.
But
well, the thing is, I just want to buy it one time only.
Right. Well, I will say this, and I'm gonna get deep off into the difference between these headsets, but I will tell you this. In my opinion, there is not one magic fix. There's not one magic fix. There's not. You can't buy one and say, well, I got it all covered. That's the reason why I have two. Now I could tell you which one is better depending on how you plan to use it, but there's not one magic fix. You can't just buy the Pack Talk and say, well, I'm good. You can't just buy the Center and say I'm good. They both have features that the other one doesn't have, so it depends on how you plan on using your headset. Now let me ask you this: do you ride with the group or you ride solo?
I mainly ride solo, but if I come across that one person or that one group, that has the Pet Talk or that has the Cena, or they're all mixed.
Right.
I'd like to be able to get into the conversation somehow.
Right. Well, let me tell you this without just getting deep off into the topic of the which communicator is better, and I do want to talk to you guys about it. But let me say this: whatever your group is riding with.
Okay.
So if you are riding with Center guys, you need a Center helmet with your Center. If you're riding with Cardo guys, you need a Cardo helmet with your Cardo. So I highly recommend have two helmets and have both units depending on who you're going to ride with. Now, if you're riding solo and you're never going to ride with anybody, that's another story. That's why I say it's kind of a long topic. But there is not one magic fix, because unfortunately, Center give you features that the Pack Talk does not. But Pack Talk gives you features that the Center does not. So which one is better? It depends on how you plan to use it. Now, I can tell you hands down which one has the best communications, but everybody may not be talking to other bikers. So it depends on how you plan to use it. But stay tuned to my channel. Stay tuned to my videos. I may do another live and just kind of go into the difference between these headsets. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it today. I've been on about over an hour. But stay tuned. I'm gonna get deep off into it. But I can tell you as of today, there's not one magic fix.
Okay. Well, can I ask you one more question
Sure.
before you let me go here?
Sure, go ahead. No problem. Go ahead.
Okay, with your group, okay, do you have a bunch of mix and matches that, some people in your group got the Center, some got the Pet Talk?
Okay, that's a very good question. First, before I answer that question, I want to give a shout out to Adam Nunn for making a donation. Thank you, Adam Nunn. To my knowledge, he's probably the first person that I'm aware of that actually made a donation. So shouts out to Adam Nunn. If you guys would like to make any kind of donation to the channel, you want to see more videos, be sure to click that thanks button. It's down there next to the dislike, the share, the clip. Just scroll to the left, I think, or to the right, and it's there. Just click that thanks button if you want to make a donation. But getting back to your question, with the group that I ride with, I generally will kind of let them know today we're going to ride with Cardo, or today we're going to ride with Center. So we're not mixing and matching. Everybody has the same headset. It just depends on what we're going to wear that day. You follow me?
Okay.
So I'll make an announcement and say, okay, today we're riding with Center, or today we're riding with Cardo, but we're not mixing and matching. There's not Cardos and Centers, and whatever your group has, everybody needs to ride with the same helmet. I will tell you that much.
Okay.
If you want to be on the safe side, get both. That way you got it covered. But most people want to get one headset and they want that headset to cover the multitude. It doesn't work like that, because both headsets give you features that the other one does not. So it depends on how you plan to use it. They're both good in their own way, but it depends on the features that you're trying to take advantage of. Right. But I will tell you a little bit later. Not sure if I'm gonna do it today. Which headset that I highly recommend. Which one I really think is just better, hands down. So just be sure to stay tuned to the channel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, Chris, I love the videos and everything that you do.
Thank you.
I appreciate everything.
Thank you.
So I'm going to let you go and let you open it back up for some other callers. God bless.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And you're on with your boy Chris live in the Caliente garage. And just giving you guys an update on my Shoei helmet, what I think about it, some of the features that I like and some of the features that I don't like. Also taking some of your phone calls, 901-468-9032, and also just kind of reading some of your comments. Trust Life says, when is the next big road trip? I have no idea. I don't have any plans for a big road trip right now, but I appreciate you asking to Trust Life. Michael Brown said, what size tires did I mount on the 622? Just the standard, they standard boat tires. I think they are a 12 inch tire. I can't remember the size, but it's a standard trailer tire size. There's nothing special, just the regular sizes that you would find like in Walmart or Tractor Supply or Northern Tools. Just a standard tire, so no special. It's a 12 inch tire, but I just can't remember the size. Andre Ivy said HJC saved his head 24 years ago. That's all he ever had. He loved my videos. I am the biggest reason he had the 2001 GL 1800. I call it Blue Angel. Hey, I appreciate that that Andre Ivy. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. And I'm just checking out some of your comments. If you want to get on with your boy Chris, the phone line is open. 901-468-9032. Oscar Rivera has hiccups. He has the Rapper 90S Carbon, and he thinks it's a much better helmet than the Shoei. You know, I was actually looking at that helmet. I wasn't sure if I was going to purchase it, but I did see that. It grabbed my attention, that Rapper 90 carbon helmet, but I end up going with the Shoei, and I don't regret my decision. I think it's a great helmet. It's got some features that I like and some features that I don't like, and I did mention that earlier in the live feed. Also, Andre says, when am I coming to Chicago? Let him know. Okay, misprint. Hickory, not hiccups. Alvin Blade said, which seat is more comfortable, the Corbin or the seat on my 2016? That's a good question, Alvin. For a lot of people out there, you may not know that on my 2016 Honda Goldwing, that is actually the OEM seat. I took it to a upholsterer here in town, and they actually recovered it for me. So when you see the red seat on my 2016 Goldwing, it's actually the OEM seat. Nothing special about it. It's just been recovered. But which is better, my Corbin or my OEM seat? In my opinion, the OEM seat is more comfortable on my 2016 than the Corbin. The Corbin looks great. I give it 5 stars on the looks, but it is firm. I think that the Ultimate is a lot comfortable than the Corbin, but on my 2016, that OEM seat is pretty comfortable. It's actually more comfortable than the Corbin because the way it's cut. Who's riding said, how was the Cali trip? Man, we had a blast. It was a good trip. I think we did great. We got out there before it really got hot. It was hot, but it wasn't summertime hot. So we did great. We got out there. We was able to hang out for about 12 days, and it was good. I actually enjoyed it. Silk C300 says, can't thank you enough for all you share in the motorcycle community. I was riding a Honda Goldwing trike. Now I'm riding a Harley Davidson trike. Good deal. Good deal. Congratulations on the Harley. How many of you out there watching this video have a Harley? Do you like your Harley better, or do you like your Goldwing better? Oscar Rivers said Chris in the Box is a Pack Talk Edge. If you guys would like to guess what's in the box, you can give me a call, 901-468-9032. I wasn't gonna do this, but if you want to take a shot at what's in the box, you can give me a call. Who's riding? That's great. Got caught up in the desert heat when he went last year. Man, that desert was hot. It was hot, but it was not as hot like it is now. I'm sure now it's scorching hot. Silk 300 made a donation. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Silk 300 made a donation. Thank you. Once again, I don't have any sponsors. Everything that I purchase is out of my pocket. I work just like everybody else. I know a lot of times people think all I do is just ride bikes and make videos. That's totally not true. I go to work like everybody else. Making videos I actually squeeze that into my work time. I mean, into the time when I'm not working. So, if you guys make a donation, I greatly appreciate it, because all of the accessories, everything that I buy, is pretty much out of my pocket 9 times out of 10. Here recently, Wing Stuff sent me a gift. I will be talking about that a little bit later, but shouts out to Wing Stuff, and also shouts out to Electrical Connection out there in Knoxville. So I appreciate that, Silk 300, and also Adam Nunn. Thank you. Tony Rotund says he liked the hog. I guess he's saying he liked the hog better. So how's everybody doing? Brother Cowboy says Sister Cowgirl likes the Senna. Robert Easter, I heard you talk highly about the Senna. Bo Jackson, you finna start an argument about which bike is better. I appreciate you there, Bo Jackson. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, Bo Jackson said I'm gonna start an argument for having that debate. If you guys got any questions, be sure to drop them down in the comment section, and I'm gonna keep this thing on for a few more minutes. Just reading some of your comments. Who's riding? Thinking about a hog cause all the guys have one, but my Hondas are golden. Okay. Silk 300 said, I like the Honda trike over the HD, but the Honda is a conversion trike, and there are some concerns with that. If you guys would like to see me do more live in the Caliente garage, be sure to put that down in the comment section. I know lots of times you guys, ask well, when is the next live feed? I don't have a schedule. I just do it pretty much randomly, sporadic, because like I said earlier, I work a lot, so I don't have free time to just do videos. I have to actually squeeze that in. So I'm just like you guys. I'm hard working and grinding just like you guys. And Oscar Rivera, Chris, I converted my 2018 Goldwing into a California sidecar trike last September. I have a lot of extra Goldwing parts if anybody needs parts. If anybody watching this video, Oscar Rivera says he converted his 18 Goldwing into a sidecar last September. He have a lot of extra Goldwing parts if anybody needs parts. Oscar, be sure to text me your phone number. 901-468-9032. If you want to text me some of the Goldwing parts you have, I might be interested in some. Just text me 901-468-9032. Clayton Seals says Ghost from the ATL. Love his 622 trailer. Riding the Can-Am RTS 2017. Think K, it's a Cardo Pack Talk Black in the box. I'm gonna reveal what's in that box today, Clayton. I wasn't gonna do that, but I decided to go ahead and show you guys what's in the box. Silk C300, like you, Chris. I don't have any cut cards. Hey, I just try to keep it real, man. If you guys want to see more live feeds in the future, be sure to drop it down in the comment section below. Crystal Danielle Bratton has a 2004 Honda Goldwing 1800. I guess she calls it Purple Rain #1. So I've been on for about 96 minutes live in the garage. I'm not gonna do it today. But be sure to stay tuned to my channel. I want to talk about these headsets a little bit more in depth. Which one I like better, which ones perform better now that I had a chance to use them for an extended period of time. And I'm going to give you guys my opinion. We're going to say that for another day. I know a lot of you been asking which headset should I buy. But one thing I would tell you, that there is not one magic fix. It depends on how you plan to use it. So if you can, I would just have both of them, depending on who you're riding with and how you plan to use it. But I will be getting in depth about which headsets I think is better. So I talked about my Shoei helmet, some of the features that I like, some of the features that I didn't like, and also letting you guys know if the $800 price tag was really worth it. So I did talk about that here in the feed, and we're about to end this, so I'm gonna go ahead and reveal what's in the box. All right, here we go. I wasn't gonna do this, but gonna open it up, show you what's in the box. Pat Talk Edge is in the box. Somebody guessed it right. The Pat Talk Edge. So now that I have the Pat Talk Edge, I have the Pat Talk Black, I have the Pat Talk Bold, I have the center. Matter of fact, I have two centers. So I'm gonna be talking about which headset is better, letting you guys know. I'm gonna be doing an unboxing video as well on this Pat Talk Edge when I get the opportunity. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the live feed. If any of you have any questions or any comments, be sure to put it down in the comment section below. If you like this video, be sure to click the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this live feed. Thanks everybody for watching. Again, if y'all want to make a donation, click that thanks button, click that subscribe, and also click the like button. And I plan to do an unboxing and getting in more depth about these headsets to help you guys make a better choice on which one I think is better. But anyway, I love you. Thanks. And I'll talk to you guys later. See you.